scariest stories weren't stories at all. Most people look away from the dark. You're here because you can't. The dashboard camera. It is the modern confessional, a digital witness to the most mundane and the most terrifying moments of our lives. But sometimes that camera becomes the last lens the predator sees, and the only window through which we can witness a sudden, violent end. Tonight, we analyze 3 such recordings. The moment a carjacking became a high-speed hunt, the minute a road trip turned into a deadly machete ambush, and the chilling footage of a driver so accustomed to violence that he chose to ram his attackers rather than surrender. These are the final frames of ordinary lives shattered by sudden, brutal crime. We dig up the fear caught in 4K. The setting is Albuquerque, New Mexico. The date is December 6th, 2016. Julio Perez and his friend had just finished a late dinner and pulled out of a convenience store parking lot, a lot known, chillingly, for being dangerous after dark. Julio had no idea that simply leaving this spot had painted a target on his back. Just a few seconds after pulling onto the street, the dashcam clearly shows a red Chrysler 300 pulling out of the same lot and positioning itself directly behind Julio. This isn't a coincidence. This is the hunt beginning. The Chrysler followed him closely, almost aggressively tailgating through residential streets. The intent was clear, but the motive was not yet confirmed. The confrontation exploded at a routine stop sign. The red Chrysler, the Predator vehicle, darted forward, swerving right in front of Julio and slamming on the brakes.
Hit me up tomorrow then. Later. Always. I'll play that shit. Wait for me. I don't know who that is. What the f, man? Dude, 911. Hey, man.
911 emergency.
Hey, there's a car following me. He's throwing shit at me. I'm on Lomas going eastbound, and he's I don't know what he's doing, man.
Hey, Lomas, and what's the closest cross street to
Right
you?
now, San Pedro. It's a red light. Holy shit. I mean, they're I don't know what they're trying to do, man. Oh my God, man.
You see what it looks like?
It's a red Chrysler 300. Holy cow.
Are they still throwing things?
They're just right behind me. I don't know what they're doing, man. What the hell is going on? Oh, there's a cop right next to me. This guy right behind me. Hold on. Hey, let's get
Are
right
you
here.
still there?
Let's get right here. Holy! The cops are going
Is
after
the
him right
officer
now.
there with you?
No, he just went on a high-speed car chase. Holy cow!
Okay, hang on with me. Hang on.
I'm with the. I just followed a police officer right now. I'm not sure what the hell just happened, man. How you doing, man? I'm with the 911 operator right now. Listen, I don't know what happened. I pulled out. I was gonna go get some food right there on Central, and then all of a sudden this car just pulled up right in front of me. I thought they were gonna carjack me or something, man. Okay. And they started to get out. I put it in reverse, and I just got the hell up out of there and went down towards San Pedro and Central.
Did you get a plate number? I wasn't able to get it.
Man, I was. Hell
That's
no.
okay, that's fine. Like I said,
I got it on camera though, bro.
Do you have it on camera?
Yeah.
Rising realization of the danger. The attackers weren't just following, they were actively trying to disable him, throwing an unidentified object at his rear window in a desperate attempt to force him to stop. This wasn't a casual robbery. This was an escalation toward violence. Julio, while under siege, performed the most critical action. He called 911. Julio, frantic. Hey man, 911 emergency. There's a car following me. He's throwing at me. I'm on Lomas, going eastbound. I don't know what he's doing, man. Holy, it's a red Chrysler 300. The 911 operator was dispatching units, but the terrifying reality of carjacking, seconds matter more than minutes, meant Julio had to save himself. His salvation came in the form of a flash of blue and red light. Just when the Chrysler was inches from his bumper, Julio spotted a patrol car stopped at a traffic light and made a desperate plea for help. Visuals show the clip of the police car engaging in the chase. The chase immediately transferred from Julio's evasion to a high-speed pursuit involving the police. The police pursuit was unfortunately short-lived. The red Chrysler Predator managed to evade the officer and vanished into the night. Julio Perez was safe, but the most chilling fact remains. They never got the license plate. The Albuquerque Police Department could not pursue the matter further. The men who attempted this violent carjacking were never identified, never caught, and never charged. The Dashcam saved Julio's life, but it couldn't stop the predator from hunting again. Our second recording takes us to Nairobi, Kenya in 2018. Lauren and Brian Swenson, a couple from Utah, were driving with two local trainers to film promotional material for their new CrossFit gym. They were forced off the main highway by a traffic jam and onto a detour, a bumpy, remote dirt road. It was a choice that nearly cost them their lives. Along the detour, they passed two armed police officers who gestured for a ride. For reasons the couple did not disclose, they chose to keep driving. Moments later, the scene was set. A white public transport van was stopped dead in the middle of the narrow dirt track, blocking the path entirely. The moment they passed the van, the violence was instantaneous. Three men, armed with machetes, suddenly appeared from behind the vehicle and charged the Swenson's car. Listen to the raw audio from the cabin, the shocked gasps, the panicked instructions from the trainers, and the terrifying metallic clang as the machetes were wielded.
I'd rather assume they do. Yeah. Drive forward. Cross. Yep, drive forward. Drive forward. Hey!
Still there?
Yeah.
The driver, Brian, reacted with incredible speed, slamming the car into reverse to create a momentary buffer. But the bandits were relentless. As As he shifted forward to escape, one of the attackers reached through the window. Lauren later described the horror. The window was only cracked by a couple of inches, just enough to keep the blade of the machete from fitting through. It was a matter of millimeters between an escape and a brutal, life-altering attack. The escape was as chaotic as the ambush. As Brian sped away down the dirt road, one of the trainers shouted, "Cops! Cops! Cops behind!" The ignored officers from minutes earlier had heard the commotion and were arriving.
The cops. You don't see them cops. The cops behind. Yeah, they're running in. They're running away. Dang! Oh, gunshots. Dang. No, they're running after them. Let's get out of here.
The final auditory clue is the most terrifying. A gunshot is heard behind the vehicle, presumably fired by the arriving officers at the retreating bandits. The Swensons were safe, driving away from the violence they had accidentally stumbled into. The final mystery here is the chilling irony. Had the couple stopped for the police officers earlier, they might have avoided the ambush entirely, or the officers would have been in the car during the attack. The decision to drive past their only protection led them directly into a situation where a piece of glass and 2 inches of space were the only things separating them from a machete. The machete ambush was caught, the escape was recorded, but the full carnage of the final confrontation remains just a single unsettling echo. A gunshot in the dark. Our final recording takes us to Chile, 2022. This case is disturbing not for the unique nature of the attack, but for the chilling learned response of the victim. This is a story of a society where crime has become an expectation, and the only path to survival is preemptive violence. The footage shows the driver approaching a tunnel entrance. The white car directly in front of him begins to behave suspiciously, braking more than necessary and weaving slightly. This behavior is a common signal in high-crime areas. The driver with the dash cam immediately sensed the threat and maintained a cautious distance. The white car comes to a complete, deliberate stop, completely blocking the tunnel entrance. The driver never stops his car. Instead, he keeps rolling slowly. His lack of panic is the first sign of a chilling awareness. As soon as the white car stopped, at least 4 suspects burst out and ran toward the dashcam vehicle. This was the final stage of a textbook carjacking. The driver had less than 1 second to decide, surrender or fight. His response was terrifyingly calculated.
Girls crying joy, and the kissing was enough for me. So when the race, pretty face, brand new clothes in a big bad place, I'm rocking on stay away, play the game's not the same, no way. I think I'm gonna.
The driver accelerates instantly, flooring the gas pedal. The attackers only have time to move out of the way before the driver rams the white blocking car and speeds past, tearing the door of the attacker's vehicle clean off as he drives away. The calm, instant decision to use the vehicle as a weapon is explained by the social context. The driver later revealed that in his city, this type of roadblock carjacking is so common that drivers have learned to stay far back from the front car on exits and tunnels. The driver's awareness was his defense. His split-second counterattack was a planned maneuver of self-preservation. There is no information on whether the carjackers were caught. The closure here is entirely thematic. The violence was so normalized that the victim became the attacker, driving away with the door of the predator's vehicle as a grim trophy. The dash cam shows a driver who has learned to live in a state of permanent fear, forced to choose violence to survive an everyday commute. The recording captured not just a crime, but the terrifying reality of a broken society. Some mysteries are never meant to be solved, but here we dig them up. The dashboard camera is the impartial witness, yet its evidence often leads to nothing but unanswered questions. Julio Perez escaped the red Chrysler Predator, who remains at large, searching for the next victim. The Swenson survived the machete ambush, but the sound of that police gunshot leaves a lingering doubt about the violence that continued after they fled. And the Chilean driver showed us the chilling face of a society where the threat never ends. In every frame of this footage, the violence was only millimeters away. The next time you're on the road, remember, the person behind you, the person in front of you, the person you pass in the dark, you are all on camera, and you have no idea what the next frame will bring. The tape is always rolling. Most people look away from the dark. You're here because you can't. Like this video and subscribe to Bone Chilling to see what the next camera records.